Hey, Melinda. I think it is a fair bit past when the doctor said you were going to be due for delivery. Did you have the baby already? I just haven't been able to get in touch for something like 10 days now, and I'm getting a little worried. You know how sorry I am that I can't be there in person right now. Your wife and child have passed away. Sorry, what? Melinda? Good evening, sir. I am the doctor in charge of your wife's case. I apologize for contacting you through her phone. I was actually just thinking that I would have to contact you soon, though. Okay. And something happened, I take it? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your wife passed away not long ago. What? But how? What happened? I don't understand. It was very sudden, and we were taken by surprise. I am afraid that your child did not make it either. I can't believe this. I was so looking forward to getting to hold them in my arms. I understand, sir. I promise you that our staff did everything in our power to try and save them. And Melinda has always been so healthy. Even the doctor said that they had never seen a more perfect pregnancy. How did this all happen? That may have been the case, sir. Unfortunately, many complications can arise during the process of childbirth that can't be foreseen in initial screenings. We are going to begin the process of searching for possible causes soon, though. Do you have any idea what might have caused this? No, not at all. I really have no idea. I'm so shocked. I understand. Sometimes there are cases where we are required to inform the police as well. The police? What can they do about any of this now? Sir, you're currently overseas, correct? Do you have a return date in mind? Well, I have to get home as soon as I can now. I'll have to buy new tickets, but the protest at the airport is keeping any flights from leaving right now. I can't say right now when I'll be back in the country. I see. And is that the excuse you would like me to report? Excuse? What are you talking about? I literally can't leave the country. Look it up online. The airport is closed where I am and I can't leave. I'm afraid that in this case, I will have no choice but to call the police and inform them of this. Why do you have to call the police? What good is that going to do? Well, you see, some of the doctors are suspicious that you might have been the cause of your wife's untimely passing. What? Me? You think I had something to do with this? Your reaction betrays your attempts to deny it. What the hell are you talking about? Are you really trying to accuse me of killing my own wife? It appears that your wife was going through several ordeals while she was pregnant. Ordeals? What do you mean by that? Well, for one, when someone is pregnant, they need to be sure they are intaking sufficient nutrients. It appears that your wife was not doing so. That isn't true, though. We were extra careful with everything that she put in her body while she was pregnant. And if she ever had any really serious cravings, there were times where I would go out in the middle of the night to get what she was hungry for. I would go to grocery stores or gas stations until I found what she wanted. Are you sure about that? We believe that you might have been leaving the house to see another woman. And is it also true that you purposely gave your wife heavy things to carry around the house? Of course I didn't do that. And just what proof do you have for any of these accusations? Well, your wife appears to be showing signs of stress and muscle damage on her arms. Are you talking about the scar? She got that from falling years ago. Well, that isn't what she wrote in her diary. Her diary? Why the hell do you have my wife's diary? So you know about what she wrote down then? Of course I don't. Who goes around reading other people's diaries? Her parents are saying they don't want to make a big deal out of this. I am afraid that is just another red flag which we will need to report to the police. Her parents? Are they there? What are they doing? They are here mourning their daughter. All right, well, if they are really there, then I want to speak to them. I'll call and I want you to put them on the phone for me. I am afraid that they are very busy with funeral preparations and aren't available to talk right now. Besides, they are both in shock and in no state to be talking to their daughter's potential killer. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. But I can't believe that my wife and child, they're really gone. I think that you should be hearing from her lawyer shortly. Please stay by your phone. What is even happening anymore? I thought I was going to be a dad soon. Then, one day, I got horrible news that I never thought I'd have to hear. Both my wife and child died during childbirth. Not only that, but the doctor told me that I was suspected as having played a role in their deaths. My name is John, and I am 34 years old. My job sends me abroad frequently, so there are many times when I am not in the US. I had hoped to be back in the country to make it for the birth of my child, but local circumstances prevent me from doing so. My wife went back to her parents' house to prepare for having the baby. Everything was ready and nothing should have gone wrong. We were looking forward to being parents together. But with the airports closed, I have no idea when I will be able to return home now. I tried messaging Melinda several times leading up to the birth and after the due date, but for some reason she wasn't answering me. And when I finally got a message back, it was her doctor. I wish this were a dream, but I'm not so lucky. Despite all of this, I never expected what happened next. Good day, sir. If you do not wish to be taken to court, I hereby request a payment of $50,000 USD. Excuse me? Who am I talking to now? This is the lawyer representing the estate of the late Melinda Brown. You are on the cusp of being pursued legally for your part in the deaths of your wife and child. And just who is demanding these payments? That would be the parents of the deceased. I'm sorry, I really am not following right now. Basically, you are under suspicion of having a role in the death of your wife and child. Mrs. Brown's parents are considering charging you if you choose not to settle this out of court. So, you mean they buy into this dumb story too? I didn't even do anything. Neither of Mrs. Brown's parents wish to turn this into a full-blown investigation and strongly urge you to settle with them outside of court. Consider this a kind of compensation for their loss. Compensation for what? What did I even do? Well, one charge that we are prepared to bring against you is that you didn't give your wife any money to buy food. Because of that, your wife was not able to eat enough while she was pregnant. You also ordered her to lift and move heavy objects several different times throughout her pregnancy, which resulted in an injury. But I never did anything like that. I have been trying to explain that. I am afraid that we have proof otherwise. Not just of those, but other crimes too. We have proof of you throwing out your wife's food because you didn't like it. Or throwing rags at her when she told you she couldn't clean. That's not true. I never did anything like that. Well, your wife dutifully recorded these events in her diary with dates and times. There has to be some kind of mistake here. I really didn't do anything. Being pregnant under those kinds of conditions must have been very difficult for your wife. That kind of stress could not have been good for her or her child. And the source of that stress appears to be you. But I don't get it. Why would she write things like that about me in her diary? She must have wanted to leave some kind of evidence against you in case this happened. But none of that is true. I don't get why she would do such a thing. In any case, her parents are asking for $50,000 to settle this out of court. They will accept a wire transfer since you are currently in a different country. Well, I can wire them the money from here, but I would prefer to handle this once I return to the US. To be honest, I don't think I can take any of these messages at face value. Her parents aren't going to wait for that. They said that they want the money now, or else we will move ahead with legal action. Do you understand? They will call the police, and you will be extradited for your crimes. Well, this is just all so sudden. If they report you to the police, you are going to be an international criminal. If you even try to return home, you will be arrested at the airport. But none of this is true. I didn't do anything, I swear. When are you going to transfer the $50,000? Your wife's parents are serious about going to the police. If you think this is some sort of game, you will find that you are sorely mistaken. Look, I just want to handle this once I'm back home, okay? You need to understand that it is all your fault that your wife and child are dead, okay? That isn't fair. I'm not sure that I believe that. I don't think that I did anything wrong. You did everything wrong! Don't you get it? You should have just given your wife more money when she asked for it. What does that have to do with anything? How would that have changed things? She could have bought food when she was hungry, for one. I suppose that is true, yes. Although I was under the impression that she wanted money to spend on other things. What do you mean? What other things are you talking about? She probably wanted to buy many things. Surely you can't blame your wife for that, right? Well, I just don't really see why she needed all the expensive handbags and clothes that she was asking for. Do you really think that it was right to not even allow her some of those things? How can you even be talking about your dead wife this way? Oh, really? Because I am pretty sure that while I was out on one of my business trips, my wife went to a club, found someone, and got pregnant with their baby. What do you mean? I mean that my kid has blonde hair. No one in my family or Melinda's has ever been blonde. So I think that someone is lying to me about my wife being dead and trying to get me to pay out for something that I didn't do. Wait, how do you know about the blonde hair? How do you think, Mr. Lawyer? What was your name again, by the way? Okay, oopsie. So you found me out. I was suspicious for a while, actually. But you seem to be awfully chipper for just having given birth. Well, pushing a human out of my body was rough for sure. I had contractions for 12 hours. I really thought that I was going to die for a few moments there. Oh, yeah. Imagine that. Oh, wait, I don't have to anymore. But now that this baby is here, all it does is cry. And she won't stay asleep. I am being run ragged. Man, raising a kid sure is hard work. Did you really expect it to be anything else? Well, I just think that you and I have a lot of catching up to do once you get back home. Not about anything we've been talking about here, though. Oh, really? Because I've talked to doctors and lawyers, both using your number. I was accused of killing you and then told that I would have to pay $50,000 or else. What? Really? Wow, that is so crazy. But I knew deep down that it was you the whole time. So you figured it out. But you have to admit that I am a pretty good actress, right? You were really fooled for a while there. Yes, of course I believed what was happening at first. Maybe I should try out at a couple of auditions or something. Okay, well, tell me when you're back. We will talk then. I'm actually already back. Wait, what? I thought you said that the airport was closed and that there was no way out. Well, 2 days ago, the government gave in to the protesters' demands and nationalized the whole operation. Well, you should have told me that you were coming back sooner. I totally can't wait to see you. I already went to your parents' house, you know. And I was really, really surprised. Are you still there right now? That's right, I am. I actually came here to offer my condolences and talk to your folks in person. But when I came wearing my suit and black tie with flowers, they had no idea what I was talking about. In fact, when I told them that you had died, they started to panic. Well, what did you have to go and tell them something like that for? What do you mean? I thought that you were dead. Just get back here right now. I'm not going there. My parents are going to be pissed at me. I can never go home again. Of course they are going to be mad at you. Not only did they think you died and then didn't all in the span of a minute, but they also want to know who the father of their grandchild is. The father of their grandchild? What do you mean by that? You know what I mean. Oh, right. Well, you know, a lot happens when I go out and... Well, I just think the important thing is that the baby is alive and well. And now the two of us can raise this little girl together. A lot happens. Do you even know who the father is? Well, since we were married, you're legally considered the father until proven otherwise, at least. I know how excited you were to finally have this kid with me. How does it feel to know that you are finally a daddy? I was looking forward to it, yes. But I was looking forward to raising my own child. Yeah. I really didn't see the blonde baby thing coming. I really hoped that it would have come out with darker hair. So you just plan to never tell me that the kid wasn't mine and let me keep believing it? That or make you pay the 50 grand. I thought that it would have been enough for us to live off of for at least a little bit. And what was all that talk about me not giving you any food? Well, that was obviously just me lying. You were always so sweet about going to get whatever food I wanted whenever I asked for it. That's right. I did it so much, in fact, that the doctor was almost worried that you were putting on too much weight for a little bit. Well, can you blame me? I was going through a lot of stress then. You put me through a lot of stress. Do you even realize it? You get over here right now and bring some divorce papers with you. Divorce papers? For what? For what? What do you think? So that I can divorce you. But if we divorce, then how am I supposed to get by? You figure that out yourself. I want you out of my life. Okay, then. You pay me the $50,000 and then we can divorce. How does that sound? You still really think that I'm going to pay you? Ugh, God, you always were a huge cheapskate. You know, your parents have been apologizing for the last hour over the nonsense that you put me through. Do you really not feel bad for them either? Oh, come on! You all are taking this way too seriously! It was just a little prank! Everyone is fine! The kid and I are alive and well! No harm, no foul, right? I'm glad the kid is okay. But you have a world of consequences coming your way. You know, if you had just been honest with me from the start, I might have been able to stand your betrayal. I could have even raised the kid as my own. But you never showed any kind of remorse ever. Well, what is the point in apologizing? What's done is done. It isn't going to change anything. Well, thanks to your actions, my lawyers are telling me that the divorce is going to be open and shut and you'll probably end up owing me about $50,000. Are you ready to pay me now? Wait, what? That much money? Well, in that case, of course I'm sorry. And don't think that I'm not going to sue you for your fraud either. Are you serious right now? That's right. I'm actually on my way to the police station right now to file a report against you. And then after all that, I'll go and get the divorce papers myself.
No, please. Don't call the cops. Anything but that. I'm sorry, okay? I'm really, really sorry. I screwed up big and I see that now. You understand, right? You'll forgive me, won't you?
Eventually, I convinced Melinda to come back and we signed our divorce papers in front of her parents at their house. It was only because they begged me so much that I agreed to drop the police report. After that, Melinda's parents threw her out of the house and said they would never give her any help again. They did, however, agree to take in Melinda's child. In order to pay me the $50,000 that she owed, Melinda had to move into a tiny apartment and begin working several jobs just to make the payments. On the bright side, I am about to be a father. Again. I met my new girlfriend through a friend and it wasn't long before we got married. Now she is pregnant with my child. I can't wait for the new adventures that lie in store for me.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time! Hey, Mina! Hope you're doing well. What's your plans for this weekend? Oh, hello, Anna. I'm doing good. I don't have that much planned for this weekend. The only thing I have planned is to go and get coffee with Kyla and a couple other friends. That sounds like a lot of fun. Would it be okay if I joined you guys for that? Wait, what? I don't have any plans for this weekend. It would be really boring if I stayed home doing nothing all weekend. That's why I'd love to get coffee with you guys. Well, I guess that would be fine with us. You can come if you really want. Though, I don't think you paid for yourself last time you came out to eat with us. Kyla paid for you, right? I feel like this happens pretty often with you. You never seem to bring any money with you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sure that I would remember to bring my money if I was invited from the very start. The last time I went out to eat with you guys was very last minute. That's why I thought one of you guys would be willing to treat me to dinner. I don't really understand your logic. Why would one of us have to pay for you just because you decided to come last minute? You should pay for the food and drinks that you order. Isn't that a pretty obvious thing to do? You're being pretty annoying about this. Are you trying to say that what I did was wrong? I'm just saying that you should pay for yourself if you're coming out with us. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, where are we planning to go this weekend to get coffee? Would you be able to come and pick me up? You're asking me to pick you up again? You have your own car, right? Why don't you just drive yourself? If you don't want to drive, you can just ask your husband for a lift. It would be nice if you could just get to the cafe yourself. Your house is in the opposite direction for me. I don't want to have to take a huge detour to pick you up. Why are you being like this? I think it would be more fun if we went together. We could have so many conversations on the way. It's only like a 30-minute drive to the cafe. Please just drive yourself. It would take me an extra 20 minutes if I came to pick you up. It's only an extra 20 minutes. I don't understand why you're being so difficult. You really are so selfish. I don't understand why you won't just drive yourself. I don't want to use my car because it would cost me money. That's the reason you don't want to drive? I'd have to pay for gas and parking if I drove myself. I don't want to waste my money like that. That's why I'm asking you to come and pick me up. It's only a small detour for you. I really don't understand why you're being so hesitant. Come and pick me up. It'll be like a mini road trip. Sorry, but I don't want to take a detour. I also want to go straight home once this gathering is over. I'm asking my husband to look after the children, so I don't want to leave him waiting for too long. I don't care. I've decided that you're going to come and pick me up. Thanks so much. Tell me once you guys decide on the time. Would you please listen to what I'm saying? I'll make sure that I'm prepared this time. I'll try not to forget my purse this time. I hope that I don't forget. Hope? You better not forget. You better come and pick me up. Okay, fine. I'll come and pick you up. Please don't assume that I'll come and pick you up every single time, though. This is a one-time thing. Okay, fine. I'll try not to ask you for a lift in the future. Goodbye. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Anna, I've had enough of this. When are you going to pay me back? I'm getting tired of waiting. What are you talking about? It's not just me. All our mom friends are wondering when you're going to start paying us back. You always borrow money from one of us when we go out to eat or do activities. You always say that you'll pay us back. None of us have received any money back from you yet. So that's what this is about. I'll pay you all back the next time my husband gets his paycheck. If this continues, we're not going to invite you out with us anymore. Stop being so dramatic. Anyway, where are you guys planning to go next? Are you listening to anything that I just said to you? I heard that Kyla was planning a short vacation with the group. She didn't tell me the details of the trip when I asked her about it. I don't understand why she didn't tell me anything. I think it's pretty obvious why she didn't tell you the details. Where are you guys planning to go for the short vacation? Please tell me. Don't be so selfish. We're planning to go to Brazil for a few days. What? You guys are planning on going abroad? I'm surprised to hear that. We've been planning this as a group for a while. Why haven't any of you invited me then? I'm planning to go either way, though. Wait, what? Why are you sounding surprised? Of course I'm going to go. I'm not going to forgive you guys if you leave me out of this trip. I'm sorry, but you can't come. The three of us have already planned out this trip. We've already made all the reservations and paid for it all. It won't be possible for you to come with us this time. Okay, fine. I'll just meet you guys in Brazil then. Wait, what? Are you sure you can get there by yourself? The flight there is actually pretty long from the US. It'll be fine. I've been abroad many times in my life before. Would you be able to make an extra reservation for the hotel you guys are staying at, though? We booked the hotel with a package deal including the flight. I'm not sure if we can add you just for the hotel reservation. Could you send me the details of the trip? I need to know which flight you guys are getting on what day. I am definitely going with you guys on this trip. Are you serious about this? I thought you didn't have the money to pay us all back right now. Where are you planning to get the money to go on a trip abroad? I'll figure it out. It's none of your business. Anyway, make sure that you send me the details. I'm so excited for this trip already. I can't wait. Let's all have fun on this trip together. I guess I'll send you the details for this trip later then. We're still planning out this trip though, so nothing is confirmed. All our reservations can still be canceled. We all have children, so we book cancelable reservations just in case of emergencies. Even if you come, you won't be able to come with us for all the activities, by the way. Are you really sure that you still want to be coming? You can always come with us on future trips that we all plan together. I have no idea what you're suggesting. Just send me the trip details. I'll book my flight ticket myself. All I need you to do is book myself a room at the same hotel as you guys. Actually, I guess I can just sleep with you in your hotel room. I'm not sure if the hotel would allow you to do that. I'll send you the trip details if you're really serious about this. Also, let me tell you this one more time. This trip isn't 100% confirmed yet. I'm looking forward to it so much. I'm going to start packing for the trip already. By the way, I'm going to need you to pay for my hotel reservation. I am definitely not going to be paying for your hotel. I also don't know if you're even going to be able to book the same hotel as us. It might be full already. If you're serious about joining us, you're going to have to reserve everything yourself. Don't depend on us to do it for you. You always say that. I know that you're going to make the reservations for me. I've got to get going now. Make sure that you send me the details. Goodbye! Are you reading any of my text messages? I've been trying to get in contact with you from yesterday. I just arrived. I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you. I was a little busy. You just arrived? Where did you go to? You should still reply to me even if you're busy. I should take priority. Are you guys at the hotel already? Would you come and pick me up? What are you talking about? Stop trying to act like you don't know what's going on. I thought that you guys were going to come and pick me up. Pick you up from where? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why don't you understand me? Did you hit your head or something? I'm sorry, but I'm completely lost. I'm telling you that I just arrived at the airport in Brazil. I am at Terminal 1 of Sao Paulo International. When are you going to come and pick me up? Wait, what? No way. Just answer my question. I want to hurry up and meet up with you guys. I haven't been to South America before in my life. I'm a little scared, so hurry up and come pick me up. Why are you in Brazil? We canceled our trip there. I won't be able to come and pick you up. Wait, what? What are you doing in Brazil? Please stop making jokes like that. It's not even funny. You had me scared for a little moment. You guys didn't really cancel the trip, did you? Enough with the jokes. Hurry up and come pick me up. I'm sorry, but that's not going to be possible. None of us are in Brazil. I don't get it. Where are you guys then? We're all still back home in California? Kyla had something important this morning, so we canceled our Brazil trip. We decided that we would just go to Los Angeles instead. We're planning to leave this afternoon. Wait, what? You guys are going to Los Angeles instead? Yeah, we all just met up right now. We're going to drive there together. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what's happening. This is some kind of prank, right? Please just come and get me from the airport. This isn't a prank at all. Everything that I just told you is the truth. We decided that we would take our families with us as well. Our 3 families are all heading to Los Angeles right now. The children seem to be very happy to be taking a short vacation like this. Why didn't you invite me? You should have told me that you guys canceled the Brazil trip. I don't understand why you didn't tell me. Why should I have told you? We didn't invite you on the trip in the first place. I didn't even know that you had actually booked a flight ticket there either. You probably should have told one of us directly if you really intended on coming with us. I thought I told you that I was coming. Do you not remember what I told you? I thought that I told you that nothing was confirmed yet. I guess you didn't listen to me at all. I can't believe that you decided to book a flight ticket after I warned you about it so many times. It's actually kind of funny how dumb you are. So, you're telling me this really isn't a joke or a prank? Am I really here all by myself? You guys are all still back in the US? Yeah, that's what I've been telling you. Do you want me to send you a photo for proof? It's okay, I believe you now. What am I meant to do, though? This is the first time I've come to South America. I don't even speak Spanish. I have no idea where any of the hotels are either. What am I supposed to do? They speak Portuguese. I don't know why you're telling me this. I won't be able to help. Did you even book a hotel for yourself to stay at? Wait, what? Didn't you reserve the hotel for me? Why are you asking me that? I thought I told you very clearly that I wouldn't be booking a hotel room for you. Do you not listen to what other people say to you? Why are you being so mean to me? Please, just help me out. I'm getting really worried now. Please just come and pick me up from the airport. I'm not being mean to you at all. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation you're currently in. I'm kind of surprised you even managed to get to Brazil by yourself. You paid for the flight ticket yourself, right? I secretly used my husband's credit card. He doesn't know about it. I was planning to ask you for the money for my flight ticket anyway. I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear that. If you managed to book the flight yourself, you should have been able to book the hotel room yourself as well. I thought I sent you all the details for the trip. Well, that's because I thought that you were going to book the hotel room for me. I told you that I wouldn't do that. You were only asking me to book the hotel because you didn't want to pay for it yourself, right? Well, that's one of the reasons why. Your intentions are so obvious these days. All of us are tired of you borrowing money from us. You probably have no intention of paying us back anyway. Don't think that we're going to let you get away with this. You're going to have to pay us all back the full amount you stole from us. I didn't steal it from you. Stop being so dramatic. I'm your friend. I was just borrowing a little bit of money. No big deal. Actually, it's not a little bit of money. The total amount of money that you've borrowed from all of us is very large. It's not an amount that can be ignored anymore. We're not going to wait any longer. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I promise that I'll pay you all back eventually. Would you please just help me get out of the situation that I'm in right now? I have no idea what to do. I don't even have a place to stay tonight. I don't have any idea how to leave this airport either. I don't speak any Portuguese either. I'm sure people will understand you even if you speak in English. Go and ask one of the airport workers for help. Stop asking me for help. This has nothing to do with me. I also want to ask you to avoid hanging out with us in the future. All our other friends don't really like you either. I would advise you to distance yourself from everyone for a while. Is that really true? I thought I was popular. I thought that everyone liked me. I have no idea why you thought that. I want you to pay us all back as soon as you come back home. I hope you enjoy your solo vacation in Brazil then. Anna tried to call Mina multiple times to ask for some help. However, Mina did not pick up the phone a single time. She chose to ignore Anna completely as she was enjoying her vacation in Los Angeles. Anna wasn't able to even leave the airport as she couldn't ask anybody else for help. She decided to sleep at the airport and went back home the very next day. Once Anna returned home, she noticed that she was being avoided by all her friends. Her husband also found out that she had used his credit card to book the flight tickets. He got very mad at her and demanded that she pay him back. Anna had to start working a part-time job so that she could pay her husband and all her friends back.
Hello, Mia. I just got off the phone with Dan and he's told me about your visit to the oncologist. I hear you got your results back today. Finally! Why do they make us wait so long? It's certainly breast cancer then? There's absolutely no doubt about it?
Yes, hi Susan. Sorry to keep you worrying in the dark. We ourselves just got the results back today. It's definitely cancer, but they told me it was early stages. It's going to be okay. I'm gonna fight this hard and for as long as it takes until I'm cancer-free.
I'm sure you will. You are nothing but persistent. But that is not what I'm concerned about at the moment. What I'm concerned about are my own flesh and blood. My son and grandbaby Kevin. What will they do now? Having a sick person in the house at all casts quite a shadow on everything. I can't imagine the housework getting done in a timely manner now, huh? What will you do about the cooking and the cleaning and the washing? Who's going to take care of Dan and Kevin while you're sick? Are you planning on making your boys do all the work around the house? Just because you were selfish enough to go and get sick? Surely there are some things you could have done to prevent this cancer. I heard about healthy eating guide apps and exercise videos all the time. Why didn't you start one of those things?
I'm sorry, Susan, but it's hard for me to do anything because I'm in so much pain. Dan has always helped me out around the house as much as he could, so it won't be too much of an adjustment. Kevin is too young to help out, but he's such a good boy. I'm sure Dan can handle Kevin on his own for a while.
This is absurd. A man doing a woman's job. My son having to do a wife's job? That is absolutely unacceptable. I will not let you degrade my only son like that. How dare you even think it? Who do you think you are? I knew this was going to happen. I just knew it. I've told you countless times you should have breastfed Kevin. It's a wonder how you never managed to read a single book on the benefits of breastfeeding while you were pregnant. I knew something like this would happen. Now, do you see you should have listened to me? Now do you see your way was wrong?
Susan, that is extremely unfair. I didn't refuse to breastfeed Kevin because I was lazy and didn't want to go through all that trouble. It wasn't like I wasn't planning on breastfeeding him until he was a year old at the least. I had every intention of it. I even tried pumping as much as I could, but I just wasn't producing enough milk. It's not like I had a choice. What else could I have done? Let Kevin starve? Should I have let you breastfeed him? I read about the benefits of breastfeeding. Of course I did. But I also read that those benefits did not outweigh the stress the mother goes through to be pressured to do it. The doctor said formula was perfectly fine, even better in some cases where their mother doesn't make enough milk and there's a concern about nutrients. It's been 4 years since Kevin was born and you still manage to bug me about it every chance you get. Are you saying that no mother who has breastfed her baby should ever get breast cancer then? Is that what you're telling me, Susan?
I don't know about other moms. I'm talking about you. You did go and catch the cancer germ when nobody else did. How dare you talk back to me like this? All I am saying is you probably brought this upon yourself when you could have easily prevented it. All you had to do was listen to me, but no, you were too arrogant to listen. So why should my son and grandbaby suffer for it now? And while we're at it, perhaps it's best for everybody if you didn't come to our Thanksgiving dinner next month. I don't want to risk you spreading your cancer on such a happy occasion. Stay home and lounge around like the lazy pig that you've become. Netflix and chill, as the young people say these days.
Susan, that is very unfair. You must know you can't get cancer out of sheer willpower. It's not like I went out in the cold with wet hair or rubbed poison ivy all over myself. It doesn't work like that. How can you say these awful things to me?
Oh, don't fret. Shouldn't you be ecstatic that I'm letting you stay home rather than make you come all the way and help prepare a feast for 30 people on Thanksgiving? Shouldn't you be thanking me for this? Yet I haven't heard a single thank you. Other in-laws could easily be telling you to attend such an important family gathering, whether you have cancer or not. Did you ever think about that? You have it so easy and comfortable, but you still have the audacity to find minuscule things to complain about. You should be ever so grateful you have a generous mother-in-law like me. Ask anyone.
Yes, Susan. Thank you for being so tremendously considerate. I do appreciate not having to go to Thanksgiving and standing in front of the hot gas oven for hours on end.
That's better, see? That wasn't so hard, now was it? But I do worry about the optics. What will everyone think if they see me old and alone, bustling around by myself to prepare the feast for everyone without your help? You should make some phone calls and let them know what's happening so they don't wonder.
I don't know if that's necessary. I've already been pretty invisible during the actual dinner because of Kevin's weird schedule. I doubt anyone will even notice I'm not there this time.
What, are you ashamed of your cancer? Is that it? Do you expect me to tell everyone about your predicament? No way I'm going around telling people I have a cancerous daughter-in-law, Missy, I am already embarrassed enough to have you as my daughter-in-law at all. My sisters all have such beautiful, successful daughters-in-law, and I'm stuck with you. I will not give them one more reason to pity me and laugh at me behind my back, no ma'am. Oh, I can't believe you're putting this much stress on me. I'm old and fragile. So close to all the holidays, too. This is going to make me sick, isn't it?
I understand, Susan, but the person affected the most by my cancer is me. Yes, there is chemo and radiation and all that, but it's me that has to go through it all. I'm hoping for the best, but I still have to prepare for the worst. I don't expect you to root for me, but at least don't kick me any more than you already have when I am this down.
Kick you when you're down. Is that how you twisted my words? I have said nothing but the truth. How dare you? Extreme, unwarranted sensitivity must be a side effect of your stupid cancer, huh? All I was saying is that the rest of us should not have to walk on eggshells just because you have cancer. How is that anything but the simple truth? Oh, my poor grandbaby. I can't bear to think he only has a mother like you to look up to. I know, of course. I'll take him in right away. Yes, this is the best idea I've had all year. I shall go and pick him up from daycare today and have him stay with me for the foreseeable future. Isn't that wonderful?
You're gonna take my son away from me? Before my surgery has even been scheduled? Or before my doctor even decides which treatment plan will suit me the best? That is quite enough, Susan. I must put my foot down. You leave my son out of this. I understand you don't like me, but my son has nothing to do with your animosity towards me.
Oh, please. Do you think this is out of my selfishness? Why would I volunteer to babysit for free? I'm thinking of what is best for my grandbaby. What kind of morbid mother would rather let her son watch her go through chemotherapy when she could just as easily shield him from it all? Did you ever stop to think about the trauma it might cause Kevin? To see his mother slowly diminish, all tubed up in a hospital bed, fading away one clump of hair at a time. Why would you want your son to grow up seeing that when he could be staying with me, playing with his cousins, and enjoying his childhood like any other boy his age?
All right, fine. You have a point, Susan. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to have Kevin stay with you for a while. But Dan will pick him up on the weekends so they both know that isn't going to be permanent. Please explain it kindly to Kevin. He's only 4.
What are you talking about? Cancer isn't something you can expect to fully recover from. It's not like the common cold. What if you end up dying from it? What do you expect Kevin to do then? He shouldn't have to suffer a sudden loss of his mother. It's better to ease him into it slowly. What better way to say a slow goodbye than to have him come live with his granny?
You are truly despicable, Susan. There really is no end to your horrible mouth, is there?
What? What did you say to me?
I said you are a despicable, awful human being. Are your eyes as rotten as your soul? I've let your snide comments towards me slide the past 6 years, all because you were the mother of my husband and I thought I owed you that much. Or at least I thought I could be the better person and not let you bring me down. I even let it slide when you made backhanded remarks about my blue-collar parents and my freelance job. And now that I have cancer, and you already think I'm not long for this world, you want to take my son away from me for good? Where do you get off, Susan? What right do you have to be so cruel? You look down on my parents, but at least they had careers. What did you have? You have nothing. You have never been anything but a housewife your whole life. You pretend you're some hotshot matriarch because you are what? The oldest of your siblings? And because they all congregate at your house for the holidays? Because they coo and caw at everything you say when they visit? That's only because you live right next to the train station and have the biggest house. Nothing else, nothing more. How dare you mistake my patience for softness? You have no right to talk about my illness like I wanted it to happen. And you most certainly have no right to talk about what is best for my son. You are nothing but a rude, greedy, selfish, old hag.
What in God's name? Are you completely out of your mind? How dare you speak to me like that? Have you lost your goddamn senses? Do you want to be kicked out of this family? Is that what you want? How dare you talk to me like that? I am your mother-in-law.
Yeah? You want to kick me out of your precious family? Are you going to tell Dan to divorce me? Go right ahead. Who's stopping you, Susan? Divorce may have been a scary thing for someone like you, who knows nothing but to live leeching off their husband. But things are different for me. I have a job, I can call my own, and despite what you might falsely think of it, I can easily make $5,000 a month alone. That is more than enough to raise a child with and live quite comfortably. If I take into account the monthly family feasts I was forced to attend at your beck and call, I'm sure my salary will increase by at least 15%. So go ahead and tell Dan to kick me out because God knows he has no grounds to take Kevin with him, and I will make sure I get custody.
What good is a salary if all of it will have to go towards your hospital bills? Why do you think cancer is such a notorious disease? It leaves nothing but pain and debt even if you get to bounce back from it. I will not let my son or grandbaby be the ones to suffer for your mistakes.
You're living in the past, Susan. Nobody goes into debt from having cancer anymore. My job gets me one of the best health insurance plans on the market. It alone should cover all my medical bills. It might even cover any transportation costs to and from the hospital. Besides, my cancer was caught at the earliest of stages, so there's a 98% chance of beating it.
Well, isn't that just peachy? I guess I will allow Dan to take Kevin with him on the weekends.
You're sorely mistaken if you think you can just show up and claim Kevin from his daycare. I am his mother, and the only authorized guardian for pickup and drop-off. They will not let Kevin go with Dan if he tried. If you try anything sketchy, the daycare will call me, or the police, depending on how they assess the situation. No, Susan, I will not let you take my son if it's the last thing I do. If I ever feel the need to leave him with someone else other than myself, I will leave him with my parents. They live farther away, but the trek is going to be well worth it. Now, I want you to leave me alone. I can't bear the thought of my parents' precious daughter being treated like a sinner by you. All I've done this whole time was to be a good wife to Dan and a great mother to Kevin. I don't deserve anything less than the utmost gratitude from you. Plus, talking to you feels like it might have progressed the cancer further. I hope you don't miss any of your treatments because I won't be reminding you.
Excuse me. You might want to check your grammar there. You are clearly delirious from the cancer. You can't remember who's going through what. What are you even talking about? How am I supposed to leave you alone to look after Kevin if you can't even think straight?
So, you really don't know yet then? I thought you should know as soon as possible so that you can decide what course of action to take. That's what I told them. But I guess your real daughters still haven't told you yet? At this point, I don't even know why they might be keeping you in the dark still. Unless they have a good reason for not wanting you to find out, that is. I wonder what that reason could possibly be. Personally, I would never keep something like this from my own mother. I want her to know as soon as possible, and I would reassure her that I will be there with her every step of the way.
What are you going on about? Is this some sick joke? If you know something I don't know, spit it out right now.
Do you remember you went in for a checkup last month? And the doctor said you needed a more detailed blood test because they found something in your MRI scans? Well, it turns out you have endometrial cancer. They really didn't tell you yet? Some daughters you have. I guess you wouldn't have known anyway. They said cancer progresses slower in older people. You may not have had any symptoms.
You must be losing your brain cells to cancer. What is this nonsense? What are you playing at right now? I have cancer. Are you joking? That is not funny.
Yes, unfortunately you do. It's your choice to choose chemotherapy or, like you said about Kevin and me, slowly ease into it if you prefer. I can't imagine your daughters want you to choose treatment, because if they did, they would have told you so already. Time is of the essence with these things. Maybe they're hoping that you just slowly fade away without ever knowing, so that they can claim whatever inheritance they think is coming their way.
Slowly fade away. How can you be so heartless? You may disagree with me at times, but I am still your mother-in-law. How can you so blatantly wish me dead?
Oh, I thought we were all simply speaking the truth here. Isn't that what you said when you brought up the possibility that I may end up dying from my cancer? I do feel bad for you. You must be so disappointed to not be able to host any family dinners anymore. Wasn't that your one joy in life? To play hostess and have guests fawn over your house?
What? What do you mean?
You told me not to come near your house this Thanksgiving, lest I cast a dampening shadow on a festive occasion. Didn't you? Or did that rule only apply to who you wanted to apply? Basically, that only applied to me then.
You're such a hypocrite and a liar. That's enough chatter from you. I knew I shouldn't let you go on. Look at how you're trying to spin this around on me. I need you to go find me a doctor who can cure my cancer. I will not accept anything less than the best of the best in the field. Maybe look for a renowned professor who's also a doctor. Someone who has won a few awards, too.
Me?
No, I couldn't. I wouldn't want my dark shadow affecting or ruining your chances of survival. No.
In fact, I don't think I'll ever talk to you again after today. In case it turns out I only do have so much time, I'd much rather not spend any second of it wasting it on you. You should take care of your own problems. Or you can try asking one of your children to help you with it. Either way, good luck and goodbye, Susan. After that enlightening conversation with my mother-in-law, I promptly blocked her number and haven't spoken to or seen her since. To this day, I still cannot believe the hurtful words she blazingly hurled at me, and then tried to manipulate me and steal my only child away from me. As for my cancer, my doctor was able to successfully remove all the malignant tissue by way of surgery and a couple of radiation treatments. I've been cancer-free ever since, and I'm focusing on keeping myself that way by doing light exercises and eating healthier. Kevin and Dan have been so supportive and helpful, both physically and emotionally. I don't think I could have gone through this journey without them. My freelance work has been piling up, so I've been spending my recovery time in the hospital to catch up. As for Susan, my mother-in-law, she insisted on getting her cancer surgically removed despite the fact that her age made her a poor candidate. Fortunately, the surgery did go pretty well, and she's now doing her best to recover. She must have done some self-reflecting while she was staying in the hospital, because she called Dan one day to tell him she'd love to come live with us. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can live under the same roof with Susan, let alone forgive her for the things she said and done to me. I don't want to be mean, but I also don't want to do something that I know will cause myself nothing but deep stress. What is the most important to me right now is to make up for any time I lost with Dan and Kevin while I was away going through radiation therapy. I'll think about Kevin seeing his granny later. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Just my luck that on our vacation to Africa, you ended up running a high fever. What the hell were you thinking?
I'm sorry.
It's malaria that you have, right? Catching that bad of a virus at a time like this, why would you do that?
The pills I have to take are only $5, so I think you are overreacting to this. I only have to be at the hospital for a few days, yet you went ahead and canceled all of our excursions.
But like I said, you're not going to get better in time to make this trip worthwhile. It seems that your bad luck just happened to affect both of us this time.
I made sure to wear a long-sleeve shirt and pants as well as to use bug spray, so there really wasn't anything else I could do. I'm sorry that I got this sick.
How you feeling right now?
Well, my fever will go up and down from time to time, but right now I'm not feeling too bad.
How much longer is this gonna take?
I don't really know. I think a few days is all. Not many people here speak English, and you're never here to help me talk with anyone. I feel super panicked at times.
Well, you're the one that said that they wanted to come to Africa. I didn't really want to go with you on vacation in the first place.
Don't say something like that, especially when I'm this sick. And anyways, I had originally planned to come here alone, but you asked me if you could come along, right?
Well, when I looked up where you'd be going online, it all looked really amazing and fun, so... But now that you're sick, there's nothing fun for me to do. Just a bunch of free time and all this hot air. I think I'll just go back to the US.
Are you serious? Don't say that! You're scaring me! You just leave me here?
Well, you'd already wanted to come here alone anyway. And me being here during your time in the hospital leaves me with nothing to do.
But having you stay here with me brings me a little happiness.
Just go to sleep and you'll be fine. Once you've gotten better, you can come back home to me by yourself.
Why are you acting so distant from me all of a sudden?
Because I have things to do, and we had originally planned to go home tonight, so that's what I'm doing.
What do you have to do in America that's more important than your wife?
I'd like to say that it has nothing to do with you, but I guess it's better that I tell you.
What?
I have another girl that I'm going after.
Huh?
I plan to get divorced from you. I was planning to talk with you about all of this when we got back, but that's just too much of a bother now. So I thought I'd just tell you right now.
What are you saying?
I've been trying to get you to notice that I'm not interested in you for a while now.
Since when?
For about 1.5 years now, I think.
That long? You jerk.
And now that you've caught malaria, I feel sick being around you. If you don't get to go away properly, I might end up catching it from you. So that's why I want to get away from you as soon as possible.
You wouldn't end up getting malaria from me, you idiot.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Do you really want to do this? Divorcing me just because I became sick and you've lost interest in me?
Well, that seems to be on the mark, huh? I thought I'd at least be kind and come on this huge trip with you to Africa, but of course it turned out to be just as boring and awful as you.
This is painful.
Pretty good timing, right?
I was wanting to tell you this for a little while now, but I really wanted to start working on having kids when we got back to the States.
That is not happening. All of your kids would turn out just as boring and unattractive as you. And I don't have the energy to love you or those ugly kids.
You'd say all that to me while I'm laying in a hospital bed with a deadly sickness?
You're not even my wife anymore, so what does that matter to me?
You're really going to leave me here all by myself?
Yep. You can fight that sickness all by yourself.
I never thought of you as this disgusting of a person.
I think that's because before I used to like you, but you changed me. This is all your fault. See ya.
My name is Megan. I'm 33 years old and a housewife. But it seems that title will soon go away. I went on a vacation with my husband to Africa, where I ended up catching malaria. But worse than that, my husband threw me away by saying he didn't love me anymore. This turned out to be worse than any nightmare. Brett was always too soft and kind to me. Every once in a while being a little bit selfish, but I'd always look past that to see the true person he was. But what he showed me of himself in Africa wasn't the Brett I ever knew about. I always loved the life I had with him after our wedding, and I'd dream about how he would always say that my cooking was just the best while I was in a fog recovering. Dream about him going to the store with me where we'd hold each other's hand and laugh at stupid jokes. Those days were just the best, and I wish I could go back to those days 4 years ago.
Have you gotten back to America yet? I want you to fill out your half of the divorce paper so we can get this over with already.
I came back once I had gotten over the malaria, but there was still something off with my body. I'm back in the hospital right now.
What, again?
Yeah. Sorry for not getting to the papers yet.
Having to go back to the hospital with another bad sickness must suck, huh?
If you mail the papers to me, I'll get right on them.
Oh, will do. Finally, I'll be able to get with the girl of my dreams.
You don't need to let me know about that.
Well, it's your fault for catching malaria in the first place. So me having to tell you that I've been with another girl is on you. Therefore, don't try to get any settlements from me or play any games.
Understood.
Her face is just so clear and youthful, and her body has curves in all the right places. She's also fit and healthy. She's like the sun in the sky, while you're like a worm in the dirt.
She's really that great of a person, huh?
I want to hurry up and get married to her, so don't try anything with me.
I get it. When the papers get here, I'll make sure to fill them out as quick as possible.
And make sure you don't use any of my money to pay for the hospital bills. Pay for the cost yourself.
That's what I was planning to do.
And by the way, the girl of my dreams is already moving into this house.
I'll come back after I'm out of here to get my things, so make sure she doesn't touch any of my stuff.
Well, if you didn't want that happening, then you should have hurried back here after getting back to America. We've already had to move your things into the garage anyways. She kept complaining that they were in the way, so we boxed everything up and threw them out there.
Sorry. I didn't know I'd have to go back to the hospital immediately after landing here.
I'll just tell your parents that we'll send the stuff to their place.
Will you really do that?
I might have to, considering that you're always getting in the way of things.
That's so true. I was never able to do anything well enough for you.
That's damn right. By the way, you're gonna be paying for the divorce processing.
I have to pay?
Yep. I know about how you've never touched the savings you've had ever since you were single. So I'll be using that.
You looked into my personal bank account?
I looked it up. You left your password for it in the top drawer of your desk.
Don't you dare touch any of that money!
$150,000. You really did a great job at saving. Well, for all the years that I've had to be with you and support you, I'm going to be taking this money. In other words, this will all be mine to begin with.
Please stop that!
I'll get to withdrawing all of it and then start buying whatever I want. I'll even say that this money was a gift from you for my soon-to-be coming wedding.
Stop that!
I guess you really were pretty helpful in the end, huh? Oh, I'm so excited. Megan, do you know what happened to my Rolex watch? Do you think it might be stuck with some of your things that we packed up? I've been looking all over for it.
This is Brett, right?
You should already know that. What is wrong with you?
This is Megan's mom. We haven't talked to each other in quite a long time, huh?
Huh? Why are you using her phone?
Why do you think?
I'm not really sure, but we plan to get divorced soon. I'm really sorry for not talking to you about this all sooner.
Right. It really has been a long time since we last talked.
I was gonna call you to have a talk about it, but I've just been so busy.
And? What does that matter now?
Well, I had some things that I needed from Megan.
Well, Megan is no longer around.
Huh?
I tried so many times to get in touch with you, but you never answered me.
Seriously? I knew that she was in the hospital and such, but...
And her condition was really bad for the longest time. I'm not sure what the cause was for her sickness, but she had fought on and off against a really bad fever.
That's... what Megan is...
When she would be in a dazed state, she'd still call out your name. I don't know the slightest reason why she'd say your name of all people, though.
Megan's... gone? Ah! About her, a large amount of life insurance must have come out of this, right? What the heck? You should have told me about this sooner. You didn't have to be distant with me.
Don't
tell me that she didn't have life insurance. I know she did because I was the one that took it out on her a while back. There should be around $800,000 from her.
What the heck are you talking about?
You should have the paperwork for the life insurance, right? I doubt that you would have any use for it, right? So don't hide it from me and hand it over.
I have no idea what you mean. Tell me what's going on!
Jeez. You don't have any use for that kind of money at your old age. It's not like you'll be able to bring it with you to heaven.
Brett, why would you say something like that to me?
Oh, just shut up and listen to me.
Megan's alive!
What?
Don't act like she's dead.
But you just...
You never listened to the rest of what I wanted to tell you.
Oh, damn it. And I thought I was about to get $800,000.
What kind of man are you?
Well, it doesn't matter. I still have the $150,000 that Megan gave me in her bank account.
Because of that, she decided to move all of that money out of that account.
What?
Don't act like she is so clueless. After you said you'd take it, she called her bank and had them freeze the account. Then she asked if they could move it to a safer account for her.
So then, this account she had is empty now?
There is still the chance that some money might be in there, but I'd advise against trying to get it. She laughed a lot when she realized you hadn't taken her money yet.
This isn't a joke. You both fooled me.
It's your fault for thinking you had the right to use other people's money. No matter how I look at you, all I see is an idiot.
Oh, shut up, Grams.
You really have no manners. You guys splitting up was the right choice.
Where is Megan? Get her on the phone right now.
I told you that she isn't here.
And why would she just leave her phone with you?
She had to leave in a hurry, so she must have forgotten to take it with her.
And where the hell did she go to?
Back to Africa.
Huh?
She went there before for sightseeing, but that turned into an awful experience quickly. So she said she wanted to go back, but this time as a volunteer. So she already left the States.
A volunteer? She became a volunteer?
That's right. And she'd need a lot of money for that. So she made sure that you couldn't lay a finger on her money.
My money? It's all been taken to Africa?
It wasn't your money in the first place.
I'll never forgive her.
Also, she plans to turn in the divorce papers after a few more months.
Right? I was starting to think that she'd never do it. She's just trying to make things more difficult.
No, that's not it. She's just taking her time talking to her lawyers and collecting evidence. Your treatment of her, your affair, and the money you spent on your mistress. It's all about the paperwork, and she is being diligent. She has photos and receipts and everything. Emotional abuse, financial abuse. She's all set to sue you already.
Huh? Abuse? I didn't do anything.
You really thought she was going to go quietly after the way you treated her. You obviously don't know women very well. The loving, kind ones, when they're scorned, they're vicious. She's pretty much a different woman now. She knows everything you did, and she will make you pay like you have no idea.
But she was in the hospital, right?
She asked her friend Jake to get the pictures for her. He's always wanted to be a PI, so he went all out. She never thought he would get this much evidence, though. Even the lawyers were impressed.
That dog, she told me she wouldn't make any settlements.
I looked at all her messages to you. She never said she wouldn't. She let me look through her old messages after she left her phone here.
Those are private.
It looks like you treated her like a princess the last time she was in Africa with you, huh?
But you don't even know the reason why it said things like that to her.
I can see right here the reasons why you hurt her. And my daughter's pain is also my pain. So neither of us are going to forgive you for what you said and did to her.
I'm not going to pay for anything.
Megan must have told you where she'd be putting all the money she saved.
Ugh!
She wanted to do her best in Africa. And even after she was hurt so badly by you and suffered multiple illnesses, she went back to volunteer to those in need that live in even worse conditions than any of us here. She even donated half of the money she had to making sure the people that she is helping don't starve. I'm so proud of her.
Frank!
Have you made arrangements to get married to your new girlfriend yet?
Yes.
I'm sure you made the plans thinking you'd have Megan's $150,000. But now that that's gone, what are you going to do?
That isn't going to make any walls for me to climb.
Well, is your soon-to-be new wife okay with what you tried to do? I'm sure you told her about your plan, right? Of course you didn't. I've been around long enough to know what kind of horrible person you are. I'm sure once she learns of this, she'll toss you aside as well.
Wait, I'm asking her if she knows anything right now. Oh, she wants to break up.
Right?
Why is this happening to me? Well, I know for damn sure that this is all on Megan.
And what did she ever do? This was all because of you. Don't try and use my daughter's name as your punching bag, you jack-off.
Oh, shut the hell up.
You must have never thought getting her $150,000 in savings would be this terrible, huh?
Well, now all that money is gone.
And even if it was, what then?
I'd have her pay for ruining my marriage.
I can't follow your talk with it being this stupid. You're going to be the one paying her for ruining her life with you.
Why?
Because you not only cheated on her, you left her in Africa when she was deathly sick, and then you went ahead and tried to take her money even when she told you to not touch it. I also know that when you went to Africa with her, you used some of the money she had saved on flying back without her, in first-class seats. She never told you that she knew, because she knew she'd need to use that against you.
But that money that she had was mine.
Megan was the one that worked for that money, as well as the one that paid for your guy's house. Only the money that she makes after the marriage is for both of you to share.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say now because all of that money is gone.
Even though it's gone, we are going to use the bank statements to show you bought those plane tickets without her acknowledging that.
Why? It's all gone now.
I heard she's going to leave all of this legal work to her lawyer. Once he contacts you, then you can have a longer, more thought-out conversation with him. I'm going to stop texting now.
Hold on, Grams.
You have no right calling me Grams.
Help me. At least give me some money as a sorry feel.
Sucks, doesn't it? But doing this to you is the only way to teach you a lesson.
Please, wait. I already quit my job thinking that I'd get all that money. I won't have any money soon. Oh, please.
This is Megan. It looks like my mother handled things while I was gone. I am still in Africa, helping volunteer at the hospital that I had to be admitted to when I caught malaria last time. Helping care for starving or sick children, and seeing their shining faces when they start to feel better, and the looks of relief on their mothers' faces, brings loads of joy to me. I left all of the legal work to both my mom and a lawyer, and they said that Brett found a new job, but that the money he made there was put towards paying me for the pain he caused. And since he still needs to make money for himself, he found a part-time job to do at night. Oh, I'm so happy that I was able to finish the divorce and get away from the idea of him. I'm sure that if I had stayed with him, I'd only be treated worse than I was treated by the fevers that I had. For the time being, I'm going to stay here in Africa, volunteering to make a change in the lives of those in need. And every once in a while, I'll go back to America to see my mom and dad before returning here. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.